Okay. So this says cam gear assembly. It says to install the new springs into the groove anytime these are taken apart, which I don't got new fucking springs. These are the springs in there. These little tits go yada yada, and your fucking holes line up somewhere, and that goes like that, yada yada, this side out, that side into that. So it says insert the pointed dowels. Oh, caution. First we have to read the caution. Use caution when installing the springs. The springs could cause bodily injury or be lost if they pop out. Wear safety glasses all the time. Okay, enough of that bullshit. Insert the pointed dowels from the camshaft gear spring installation toolkit, part number 45497-3, into the cam gear. Hold the spring with one finger, like this fine gentleman's doing right here. Hold the spring with your one finger. Start the pointed end of the tapered pin into the cam gear hole and slowly push the dowel through the hole until the end of the dowel is almost flush with the spring. Perform this procedure with all three tapered pins. Do not push the tapered pins too far in at this time or the springs will pop out. Note, do not remove tapered pins yet. Next, note in the photograph to the right, all three tapered pins are just below flush with the end of the springs. This helps align with the three gear tabs during in the next steps. Okay, so here we got two alignment marks. Line up the two gears using the timing marks and the three gear tabs that were referenced earlier. Push the gears back together using both hands and hold securely. Once the gears are pressed together, firmly hold the gears together with one hand. Carefully remove the tapered pins by pulling them out. With the other hand, pull the tapered pins out one at a time. Cam gear alignment, cam gear tooth alignment tool. So this is basically just a pin that pushes through so nothing falls out. After the tapered pins are removed, be sure the cam gear assembly is held together tightly. Place the cam gear assembly on a flat surface. Use the cam gear tooth alignment tool, part number 45497-2, to align the teeth of the cam gears as shown in the picture to the right. Note, install the cam gear alignment tool into one assembly hole counterclockwise from the timing mark. So here's the timing mark counterclockwise, one hole. Insert your tool in that hole. Here's another note to help install the cam gear alignment tool. Use a twisting motion when pushing down on the tool. Wow. No, I'm just fucking around with you. Okay. So, first things first. I ain't got no son of a bitchin' toolkit that has tapered dowelly dowels. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. Here's one timing mark. Here is the next timing mark. So those must be same. So if they same, holes line up. Same. Okay. Now everybody's straight on that. Well, I'm gonna try some chainsaw files first. If that don't work, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try to push them in from the back. Obviously, I don't want to run that file all the way through. Well, maybe I'll try to put it a little further, press down, and pull back. Okay. This is where you probably should have your safety glasses on. Okay. That's one. One is done. Now let's see if we can get all the rest of them in without screwing any of the other ones up. Okay, that one's in. So we got one last one. Hopefully this all works out. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, so I got all of my files in, hopefully. So I'm going to make sure my timing marks are lined up right there. I'm actually going to get a marker and mark on this tooth, because once it goes in, I can't see that timing mark anymore. Okay, there's my one timing mark, there's my other one. I'm going to almost fucked that up big time, bud. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this in one fell swoop motion. Okay, did I get it? No, I didn't get it. What the hell? Okay, hold on, let's try that again. I'm gonna get my just gonna use a nail punch to hold in one of these holes. And then I'm just going to try to take these out one at a time. There's one. There's two. And three. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. You can see this one right here is my timing gear. I'm glad I marked it, because I wouldn't have known for sure now that these are off a line just a hair. But then this here's my other one right here, so it just needs to go counterclockwise just a hair, which it's in the right hole. But it just needs a little persuasion, and I'm not sure how it's going to get that persuasion. See, I can kind of rotate it with my fingers, then it just wants to go back. And that's probably what that tool did. So maybe just go buy the tool. I don't know. I'm going to just see. So that's my timing mark. That timing mark needs to be aligned with this timing mark on this outer gear. So right there. And then that pin needs to be in that hole. Holy crap, that's kind of hard. Almost needs to be a bigger taper. This one might work better. Oh, V. That would fucking take all day.
You got poopy on your butt. You got poopy on your butt. No, yucky. Yucky. You got poopy on your butt.
Okay, I guess just like that. That wasn't bad. Okay, let's put that bolt on before we do anything else. Okay, so those marks are aligned. Those marks are aligned. Okay. I think we are good. So we're going to take our son of a gun there with our Loctite there, with our washer there. Okay. So I think we're all good. We're going to torque this one down to going to torque that one to 26 to 30. So I guess I'll just go 29 again on that one. Foot-pounds. Okay. That's good. Okay. So we'll read through our manual another little bit here. So we got that. Next it says replace that seal and the gear stator housing seal replacement. We already did that. This says something about you need once the crankshaft seal is installed into the gear stator housing cover, slide the crankshaft seal protection tool, part number 45658, into the crankshaft seal from the rubber lipped side to the paper lip side. This will set the direction of the paper lip when installing the gear stator cover. Before installing gear stator housing cover, install water pump seal installation tool, part number 45401, onto the water pump shaft. Not sure why. Carefully install the tapered end of the crankshaft seal protection tool, part number 45658, through the paper side of the crankshaft seal. Leave the seal protector installed in the crankshaft seal. Check the crankshaft seal lips so they have not been rolled or damaged. Before installing any bolts, clean the bolt holes with primer N, part number 2870585, to remove any debris. This will ensure proper sealing when installing bolts and new Loctite. Install the new gasket to the gear stator housing cover crankcase with the tools installed. Carefully place the gear stator housing cover over the protection tools. The new gasket is not shown in the picture here. Okay. Secure the gear stator housing cover to the crankcase with cover bolts. Apply Loctite 242 to the bolts. Torque bolts to 8.5 to 9.5 foot-pounds. So, I don't got any of those tools, so I guess we don't gotta skip over all that bullshit. Yeah, buddy. So we're gonna put our old stuff away here. So we don't get it confused with the new stuff. Get a few things cleaned up here real quick like. Tidy up your workstation, folks. Okay, so we got that new seal installed here, and